Hey there, it's Chuck with M14 The Journey. This is game 1 of our newest draft here. And no, we definitely would not like to mulligan to 6 cards. This is a very keepable hand. I do like this hand a lot. We will go ahead and throw out our Elvish Mystic turn 1 here. So we will see how this goes. We do have our Swamp and our Plains in hand, so we're looking really good here. So here we can go ahead and cast out our Colonian Tusker here. And we'll say go ahead. And Verdant Haven will be really nice, as it allows us to get this Sarah Angel out next turn. So for now, we'll just go ahead and swing in here with Colonian Tusker. He has no blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this turn I will just go ahead and cast this Verdant Haven on the swamp, or the forest here. So we gain 2 life. We have more than enough lands here to do anything that we want to. So we'll go ahead and swing 4 at him here. And we will go ahead and throw out Sarah Angel this turn. See how he reacts to that. Looks like he has a flyer with Death Touch. So that seems pretty awful for us. So here, I don't really know how to approach this. I feel like we just go ahead and attack here and see how he wants to block. And he'll block there, that's fine. Kills both of them. And here we can go ahead and cast out we'll add in another green. And we'll go ahead and get both root walls out there. Say go ahead. He has a Siege Mastodon here. So here we can go ahead and just swing in with our root walls, as he can only block one of them. So we'll pump that one, and we'll pump this guy. As it's not going to kill him, but we do some more decent damage here. We go ahead and throw out another Plains. He's not going to attack this turn. And we do have a very, very good backup here. So I'm thinking he's got something to flash in here. So we will just go ahead and swing with both here. He is going to block the 1 again. So this turn, we are just going to do this. We'll pump that up. Let the 2 go through. One, two, three, 4, 5. I don't think I did that right. I messed that up. Oh well. We'll go ahead and pump here again. Because now I only have 3 available. So, yep, I did that completely backwards, but we'll see how he reacts here. So he goes ahead and concedes this game. So he got off to a really slow start there, apparently. And here, I feel like we go ahead and just leave things alone. We'll just go ahead and resubmit this and see how we do. And this actually seems really decent again, so no, we won't mulligan. So we'll go ahead and start off with just a plain old forest here. We have kind of a slower start this time. He starts off with a plains. We draw into our Nightwing Shade. So we'll see what we've got here. He has a plains and a swamp. He has a Sentinel Sliver that he's got out. It's pretty decent. We get into another forest here. So we'll go ahead and chuck out our Advocate of the Beast. Say go ahead. He has no attackers this turn, which is great for us. So here, I feel like we'll go ahead and swing, see if he's got any reactions here. And then we'll go ahead and throw out Giant Spider. He won't block. Say go ahead. He has 2 islands, a swamp, and a plains available here, and he just doesn't have anything to cast apparently. I don't see how that's possible. And here we have a couple of options. I think I'm going to go ahead and swing here and see how he reacts, and then we're going to go ahead with the Dawn Strike Paladin here, as I don't want to get too greedy yet and save my other stuff here for to see if he's got some removal perhaps. He does have a tap target creature with flying. Glade Cover Scout is nice here. And that is going to create some problems for me. So I feel like this turn I am going to give my Dawnstrike Paladin a way to pump itself here. And then just go ahead and throw out a Glade Cover Scout, as his flyer is just going to go nuts here if he decides he wants to attack. I can't really do anything about it. So he does have a way to tie me up, unfortunately. So now I will start chucking out my flyers and making him spend mana to tap my flyers down every turn. So he's got a Dark Steel Ingot here. And I feel like he's going to tap down my flyer. Or he'll play a Death Gaze Cockatrice, that's fine. I have a Shimmering Grotto here. And he has no mana available. So, how do I do this? He has the Flying Death Toucher here. He has a way to tap down a flyer every turn here. I'm not really sure what he's got going on here. And now that I look at it, the Blessing would have been better to put on the Giant Spider. Man. So does this get +2, +2, or +1, +1? So I feel like I'm going to attack with both of these. Hopefully get rid of both of his flyers here. So just get rid of one of his flyers. So we'll get in there for a little bit more damage. I've only got a few things here that I can block that Minotaur with, if he decides to swing with that. So we're going to take 4 damage here. So he has a lot of big casting cost stuff here. So something I have can get +2, +4 until end of turn. So I think I'll save that for defensive, but at this point it's looking like this game is pretty much over for me, because I'm just not drawing into anything worthwhile. So here I can go ahead and do this, declare that as a blocker, and then we'll do this. So hopefully he doesn't have a surprise way to regen that. And then he has the Grim Return. So that's pretty awful for me. And this is just going nowhere fast, so we're just going to go ahead and concede this game. Go on to the next one. So that's just getting me nowhere. And here I'm going to go ahead and bring in Ratchet Bomb, because I can knock out a lot of stuff with that. And I'm going to go ahead and take out Soul Mender. And maybe Pay No Heed is fine as well, and we'll take out one of these Show of Valors. And we'll say go ahead. Yes, we would like to play first. Polonian Tusker's fine, Glade Cover Scout's fine, Compassion Knight is fine, so hopefully we could run into another forest here. So no, we won't mulligan, this is okay. Go ahead and throw Glade Cover Scout out here. And there's our other forest, so that's great. Did that a little backwards with attacking, but that's fine. So he has nothing yet. Go ahead and attack with both again here. Get him down to a 15. Here would be a really nice time to run into an Advocate of the Beast. But with all these lands, it's quite a few activations of Compassion Knight here. I'm wondering what he's got. As we wait for him to cast his spell. Wonder if he's lost connection here or something. So this is definitely winnable, I think, as long as we hit the right stuff. But it seems that we've just kind of stalled out the last couple times, and he's had, or the last game anyways. The first game, we just had it by the nuts. That was really good. So it seems like he's probably lost connection at this point. He hasn't played a spell, and he's been going time here for quite a bit. So my gut feeling tells me he's probably lost connection or some sort of. Hopefully I didn't lose connection. I'm gonna ask him if he is there, just to see. Cause it's been a couple of minutes here. I really hate winning by default. I really like to play it out. Maybe he's double queued or something. But it's not giving me any options to do anything either. So I guess we will just sit here and wait and see what happens here. I'm going to give it until this timer says 13 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and end the video because I don't want you guys sitting around watching absolutely nothing going on here, as that is pretty boring for you guys. But so far, I'm pretty happy with the way the deck performs, other than the fact that I just completely misdrew last turn. I couldn't draw anything that handled anything that he had. And with that Air Servant, and he had the Grim Return to get it back, just couldn't find another way to combat that, really. So I think with the Ratchet Bomb in there, we might have a decent way to deal with some of his bigger creatures, because he had a lot of 5-drops. So I feel like if we could get rid of all of his 5-drops in one go and just clear ourselves a path through to deal the damage, we would be fine. And it does not seem like he is coming back at this point. It doesn't even say that he's lost connection, so hopefully this isn't a deal where I actually lose connection. And yeah, he lost connection to the game. So we will see here if he comes back. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, though. Hopefully he comes back and we can do the rest of this video. But if not, sorry about that. And hopefully we'll catch you in the next game. It's been Chuck with M14 Journey. Thanks for watching. Hey there, Chuck with MTG The Journey again. Apparently, he is back, and he's gonna do nothing this turn. So we keep drawing into nothing but lands, but he doesn't know that, so we're just gonna go ahead and swing with everything and see what he does. Declares no blockers, so we'll go ahead and pump this guy. Pump this guy again. And he'll go down to a 12 from first strike and go down to an 8 from regular combat. And then we'll say go ahead. So now he has something to throw out here. An accursed spirit that has Intimidate. It seems pretty good. We come up with more land yet again. And why not? We'll go ahead and swing with both of these. If he wants to block, that's fine. He doesn't. So it doesn't really matter to me if he wants to take 6 this turn, that's fine, because then I can just swing with everything next turn and just win. If he decides to swing with that accursed spirit this turn. And he has a Siege Mastodon. That is good for him. Chooses not to swing in with anything. And this might turn the tides just a little bit here. And I do have another plains here, so that can get this guy up to... He would be a 3... Sorry, excuse me. I really just need something like an Advocate of the Beast here. I'm not going to attack with anything this turn. I can attack with this Deadly Recluse here in a minute. But realistically, if I swing with everything next turn, I win. Doesn't matter what he blocks, unless he comes up with another creature that he can cast right now. And he does. So tap target creature with flying. I don't have anything with flying on the table. He can't attack with anything. I come up with my own Siege Mastodon, which is going to be really good here in just a couple of minutes. And we will see here what he wants to lose. As I'm going to go ahead and swing in with Deadly Recluse here and see what he blocks with. He doesn't block with anything, so that is perfectly fine. He has a Sentinel Sliver he brings out. And what else? A Lifebane Zombie. That's not going to get you very much. Then I just keep drawing into more lands here. At this point, I can get this up to a... Let's see. Each one of these adds 1, and I can activate it 4 times, so a 5. So here I'm going to go ahead and swing with this and this to see what he blocks with here. So the Lifebane Zombie is going to get taken out by the Deadly Recluse here. And he's waiting to find out what he wants to block with the Compassion Knight here. He's just going to block with Sentinel Sliver, which is fine. So Lifebane Zombie's gone, so is Deadly Recluse. And he is down 1 more. at this point. And now he has a messenger drake that has flying. But he still can't really attack with anything because he just loses if he does. And I cannot draw anything but lands here, so this is incredibly disappointing. And here I swing with Capuchin Knight and Siege Mastodon, as either way he's going to lose stuff. He can double block if he wants to, but he's just going to stall here. And he'll block with his messenger drake, because when it dies he draws a card. So that seems pretty good for him. And really, he can just keep dropping a creature every turn here and staying ahead of the curve here. Especially since I'm doing nothing but drawing lands. But he literally can't do any attacking, because if he does, he just dies. So it's just defend, 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 defend for him. And so he goes ahead and concedes. So that's great for us. We'll see, we would have drawn Root Wallet and Elvish Mystic and Verdant Haven here. So we would have been pretty decent here anyways. With more blockers, but no real more attackers. But it didn't really matter at this point. So we go ahead and win this one. So we will see you in round 2.